بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Tawheed means the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, affirming that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one and unique. The greatest message that anyone can call you to is the message of Tawheed. The best message that anyone can preach is the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The central message of Islam is Tawheed. The core of Islam is Tawheed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Nahl, Surah 16, Ayah 36, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. Indeed, we have sent forth upon every nation a messenger, calling people to worship Allah and to avoid Taghut. Taghut is false deities, worshipping others with Allah, or worshipping other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or worshipping human beings, idols, basically committing shirk, associating partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the reasons why Tawheed is very important, it is because it's the first message of all messengers. That is why one verse in Surah 112, Surah Ikhlas, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, say He is Allah, the one and only. This verse equates to 1/3 of the Quran in terms of reward, not like reading it. Why? Because it holds, it preaches the message of Tawheed. It affirms, it tells you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one and unique. That is why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also mentioned, من قال لا إله إلا الله دخل الجنة. Whoever's last statement is La ilaha illallah will enter Jannah. La ilaha means La ilaha, there is no God. Illallah, except Allah. Anyone who dies uttering the Shahada, of course it comes with conditions, and we will mention the 7 conditions of La ilaha illallah in another video. The Shahada comes with 7 conditions, and you have to be sincere about the kalima. That is why the Prophet ﷺ also mentioned of a Sahabi who died in a battle, who never prayed but accepted Islam and went into a battle and died. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that he said the Shahada, and the last statement before he died was the Shahada. And the Prophet ﷺ said that he will enter Jannah, and he never prayed. That's how important this kalima is. That's how heavy the Shahada is. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ asked a slave girl, where is Allah? Because some people say Allah is everywhere. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ asked the slave girl, Ain Allah? Where's Allah? She said, Fis sama, that Allah is above the heavens. Now, people who say Allah is everywhere, that is a problem, because if you say Allah is in the trash can, it's not a wise statement. Rather, it's an insult to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why we have to know Tawheed. Tawheed protects us. It protects us. It helps us. Even in the grave, in the life of Barzakh, when Munkar and Nakir, a scary angel, comes to you and asks you, Man Rabbuk? Who's your Lord? You will not be able to answer this question unless you have practiced the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, unless you know Tawheed, unless you have practiced it, unless you have implemented it into your life. If you have not, this question will not become easy for you in the grave. The malaika that will come to you, the 2 angels, are scared. And normally when human beings are terrified and they're scared, they forget everything. But the person's memory will be strong when they're asked, Man Rabbuk, who's your Lord? The memory will be so strong that they will be able to answer it. They will be able to say, Allah. Versus some people will say, they won't know what to say. That is why Tawheed is important. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easier for all of us to understand Tawheed. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to teach us Tawheed in its greatest forms, in knowledge. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to all give us knowledge and to make us comprehend this message of Tawheed. It is very important that we learn about Tawheed. That is why the last message, the last thing that you should say is La ilaha illallah. And this is all I'll say. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.